I called my mom today to see how she is doing. The first thing out of her mouth is, "Did they tell you yet?" "Who?" I asked. "Your brothers. Did they text you, or is it all over Facebook or Twitter yet?" My mother is Emo Phillips. Or Tempo Grandin. I haven't decided. She seemed more sad than embarrassed. She accepted the fact that everyone already knew whatever it is that bothered her and sounded defeated instead of ashamed. "Mom, I haven't heard from them in a couple of days, and whatever it is you're talking about, it's not on the internet, to my knowledge." "Well, I had an accident today." "What?" I tried to hold in my chuckles, but a little escaped. My mom is not old. She had me when she was really young. She's only 47. Accidents shouldn't be happening at her age. "Mom, you peed yourself?" "I wish it was just that," she said in a voice that makes Eeyore sound like an optimist. What the hell could possibly happen to somebody to make them wish that they urinated on themselves as an alternative? Well, my mom began to tell me, "Victor's truck isn't working, so I picked him and Jesse up from work." Quick note, my brothers are 19 and 21, and they work at the same place because I got them both jobs. And nothing, absolutely nothing, embarrasses them more than having their mom pick them up from work. It has happened on rare occasion that they complain about it constantly. Victor, 19, is still very much embarrassed of our mom. He's an introvert and very reserved. My mom is extroverted, friendly, bubbly, loud, and brash. She has no shame. Jesse, 21, doesn't embarrass quite as easily as Victor, but who wants their mom picking them up from work? Anyway, here she goes. "They were hungry, and I decided to stop at Wendy's. And on I-10, out of nowhere, I feel sick. Really, really, really sick. So I told the boys," what we still call Jesse and Victor in the family. They hate it, but it's been what we've always called them, "that I think I'm about to throw up. And at that moment, I have to close my mouth because puke is coming up, and Jesse starts yelling at me to pull over, and I start swerving. So with a mouthful of puke, I start trying to cross 4 lanes on the shoulder at 6 p.m. on I-10, and Jesse yells at Victor to hand me a bag because Victor's in the front seat with me, and he's just frozen in fear or something. So he gives me a bag, and I start puking in it as Victor just takes the wheel and steers us over to the shoulder. And we finally clear traffic, and we are on the shoulder, and Victor looks in the bag and screams, "No!" And the bottom of the Wendy's bag busts, and all this puke falls in my lap. And I realized why Victor screamed no. It wasn't for me or the bag. He handed me the bag with his food in it. Because this pile of vomit, French fries, and a sandwich is sitting in my lap. My spicy chicken sandwich. He was yelling, and it looked like he was crying, and he turned away and was whimpering to himself. When I finally stopped puking, I realized there I was sitting in a pile of puke in Wendy's. Wow. Wow. How could you tell the difference between the two? Why don't you write that one down? Oh, I will. So what did you do next, Mom? I could tell she was waiting for me to ask. Well, I took off my pants and I cleaned my seat on the shoulder of I-10, and the boys were freaking out. Just out in the open like that? You were pantsless? No, I stayed in the van. But the boys still thought that people could see, and the van smelled like vomit, and Victor's food was covered in it, and Jesse couldn't eat. So with their help, we cleaned up the vomit as best we could, and we exited and pulled into a Target and had them throw away the plastic bag full of vomit, my pants, and Wendy's outside of Target. They argued over who was going to carry it. And Victor thought it was tasteless to throw away a bag of vomit in a public place, but we had no choice. Nobody wanted to keep it in the car with us. And I gave them some money to go in there and buy me some new clothes. And when Victor came back in, he was embarrassed because he said that people at Target probably thought there was some weird incestual cross-dressing gay couple. I kept apologizing to them because I know it was tough for them. I tried on clothes and bought the leggings instead of pants. I was so embarrassed walking from my van to the house in the leggings. Wait, that's what embarrassed you? Well, I was embarrassed by everything else, but that was just the icing on the vomit cake. Oh, gross image. That's what gave you a gross image? Touché, Mom. Anyway, the boys are traumatized. I still smell like puke. The van still smells like puke. I threw away good pants, and I have these stupid leggings now, and I don't think we can ever eat at Wendy's again. Well, at least there's a positive side to this.